If you're looking for an easy and an affordable way to get some better sound and get some more clearance out of your 2016 or newer 3.5-liter Toyota Tacoma's exhaust system, this Red Rock stainless steel single turn down exit exhaust system will be a great pick. Now right off the bat, when it comes to sound, I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5 on the loudness meter, with 1 being completely stock and 5 being Wake the Neighbors loud. Now this will offer a good volume increase over the stock system, but it's mostly going to deepen the tone of the exhaust, creating a better presence out of your truck while keeping a pretty comfortable cab environment with minimal drone. Now with sound, it does come with some gains, and this will offer some minor horsepower and torque gains to help out with some throttle response in the higher RPM ranges. Now speaking of performance, this will also be great if you want to maximize the clearance for your truck's exhaust if you are taking it off-road. This will also be great if you just don't care for the look of an exhaust when it comes to your setup and you're just looking for one of the easiest ways possible to get those better horsepower and torque gains and better efficiency while also getting some better sound. Now this will be made of 3-inch diameter mandrel bent 409 stainless steel, offering smooth and direct airflow as well as great rust resistance. Now the muffler that's responsible for the sound and some of that performance will have a straight through style design as well. Now again, this will be a turn down style exhaust, so not only will you not see it, but it's also going to stay out of the way of any obstacles, minimizing any damage compared to a side exit or a rear exit system. This also is going to be a direct bolt-on application and will come with everything that you need, clamps and factory style headers, making the install pretty straightforward. Now getting into price, again, this is going to be one of your most affordable choices at roughly $250. Now what I like about this is that you're getting a good setup for the price with rust resistant 409, you're getting good sound with the straight through style muffler and a high clearance system, so you don't really have to compromise for much when looking at turn down systems. Now other options available on the page may be set up a little bit differently. They may have a higher quality 304 stainless that will cost you a little bit more, a side exit or a dual exit configuration, or even a little bit more volume than this choice. Now overall, I think, again, if you don't really care for the looks and you're just wanting a good sounding and well-made system at an affordable price, then this is going to be it. When it comes to install, this will be a 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking you about 3 hours to get the job done, but I wouldn't be surprised if you got it done a little bit sooner with some pretty basic hand tools. However, that is going to wrap it up for my review. Let's go ahead and head over to the shop for a detailed breakdown of the install right now.
Tools required for this install include an impact gun, PB blaster or a penetrating lubricant of your choice, a marker, an exhaust hanger remover tool, a tape measure, a 14, 15, and 17 millimeter sockets, a saw, and pole jacks or a jack stand. What's up guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to install an exhaust on our Tacoma, so let's get started. So our first step is going to be to disconnect our hanger on our tailpipe as well as our frontmost hanger behind the flange. We're going to leave the 2 hangers connected behind the muffler until we disconnect our flange and we're ready to fully remove our exhaust. So I've gone ahead and sprayed our hanger down with some penetrating lubricant just to make it a little bit easier to slide off. And then I'm going to get in there with an exhaust hanger remover tool, slide this out. So now coming to the front side of our muffler right behind our flange, we can remove our second hanger. I went ahead and did the same thing, sprayed it down with some penetrating lubricant, and then we can pop that out. So now with our 2 hangers removed, we can attack our flange. So these are going to be 2 14 millimeter bolts. So I'll get a 14 millimeter socket on an impact gun and get these off. So now with our flange unbolted, we can hit our last 2 hangers that are right behind the muffler. So I'll get in there with our exhaust hanger remover tool. So now I've thrown a pole jack underneath our muffler just to hold the exhaust into place while we remove our last exhaust hanger. And then once again, I'll get behind that with our exhaust remover tool and pop that out. So now we can start to slowly lower our pull jack and move the exhaust out towards the front of the truck. So now before we install our front pipe, if you have the double cab long box, you can go ahead and install the pipe as normal. If you have any other kind of cab and bed combination, we're gonna have to cut our front pipe. So now for our cut, we're gonna have to cut 14¼ inches off of our non-flange side. So grab yourself a tape measure and a Sharpie. So now we can make our mark at 14¼ inches. And then I'll meet you over at the saw to make our cut. So now that we're over at the saw, I've got our pipe all lined up, clamped into position, and then we can bring it down and make our cut. So now with our cut made, we can go ahead and deburr our edges. So I'm gonna get on our grinder here and clean up our edge. So now with our edges cleaned up, we're ready to get this installed on the truck. So now with the cut made on our front pipe, we can raise it up to our flange and get our stock hardware started. And now we can take our 14mm socket and tighten these down. So now we can take our muffler and our clamp with the hanger on it. We'll slide that over the edge. And now we can lift our muffler up into place and slide our hanger into position. So now we can slide our clamp into position, hold our muffler up, and take a 17mm socket to tighten this down. So now we can take our other clamp and slide it over the edge of our muffler. So now we can take our turn down pipe, and we're going to slide this into our hangers. And then we can slide that into our muffler. Now we can take our 15mm socket to tighten down our clamp. So that'll wrap up this review and install of the Red Rock stainless steel single exhaust system turn down for your 2016 to current 3.5 liter Tacoma. Thank you for watching, and remember, for all things Tacoma, keep it right here at extremeterrain.com.